The Battle of Kosovo, fought on June 15, 1389, marks a significant event in the history of the Balkans and the rise of the Ottoman Empire. This battle is often viewed as the last stand of the Christian Serbian forces against the expanding Ottoman Empire. The intricate details of the events leading up to the battle itself, and the aftermath provide a comprehensive understanding of the geopolitical, social, and military landscape of the time. This script aims to offer an exhaustive account, covering every detail in an interconnected narrative, ensuring each moment flows seamlessly into the next. Chapter number 1: Background and Prelude to Battle. To understand the Battle of Kosovo, we must first delve into the state of the Serbian Empire before 1371. For over 2 centuries, the Serbian Empire under the Nemanjic dynasty was a formidable force in the Balkans. However, the death of Emperor Stefan Uroš V, who left no heir, plunged the empire into disarray. Local lords began carving out their own territories, fragmenting power among the Serbian nobles, which significantly weakened the overall strength of the empire. This disunity set the stage for the Ottoman incursion into Serbian lands. The Battle of Maritsa in 1371, fought on the Maritsa River, saw the defeat of Serbian forces led by the Marinjavcevic brothers, Vukašin and Ugljeza. Their deaths created a power vacuum, and the Ottomans, seizing the opportunity, did not immediately annex these territories. Instead, they offered vassal status to some Serbian lords to avoid provoking a coalition against them, which was a strategic move by Sultan Murad I to consolidate power through vassalage and strategic alliances rather than outright conquest. This strategy helped in stabilizing newly conquered areas and securing annual tributes to finance future campaigns. In the aftermath of the Battle of Maritsa, key Serbian figures began to emerge, reshaping the political landscape of the region. Prince Lazar Hrebeljanović, who rose to power following the fall of the Marinjavcevic family, played a crucial role in consolidating Serbian strength. He formed strategic alliances with powerful figures such as the Bosnian band TVRTko I and Hungarian noble Nicholas I Garai. Lazar expanded his territory by defeating rivals like Nikola Altomanovic and seizing strategic areas like Branicevo. Concurrently, Bosnian band TVRTko I was crowned as King of the Serbs in Bosnia in 1377, showing his ambition to unite all Serbian lands. Despite their conflicting ambitions, Lazar and TVRTko maintained a strategic alliance, driven by realpolitik and a mutual need to counter the Ottoman threat. The period leading up to the Battle of Kosovo saw significant Ottoman incursions and conquests. Ottoman raiding parties regularly ventured into Christian territories, primarily for plundering and scouting. Notable Ottoman victories included the capture of Seres in 1383 and Sofia in 1385, which opened the way to Serbia. Despite these losses, the Serbian forces under Prince Lazar managed to achieve minor victories, such as the Battle of Dubravnica in 1381, where they repelled an Ottoman detachment. Another significant victory came at the Battle of Plotnik in 1386, where Lazar's forces inflicted heavy losses on the Ottomans. However, despite this victory, the Ottomans retained control of Nicaea, maintaining a strategic foothold in the region. Bulgaria also played a role in this period of conquests. Bulgarian Tsar Ivan Shishman initially resisted Ottoman advances but was eventually forced to become an Ottoman vassal after repeated defeats and invasions. Now we turn our focus to the Battle of Kosovo itself. Sultan Murad I, having consolidated his power and secured alliances, gathered a large army that included contingents from both the European and Asian parts of his empire. Prince Lazar, recognizing the existential threat posed by the Ottomans, called upon his allies, including Bosnian King TVRTko I and other regional nobles, to form a united front against the invaders. The composition and deployment of the armies were critical to the battle's outcome. The Ottoman army consisted of archers, infantry known as azebs, light cavalry called akinji, and heavy cavalry known as sipahi. Murad's sons, Bayezid and Yakub, commanded the wings. In contrast, the Serbian army was primarily composed of heavy cavalry, with infantry supporting. Prince Lazar commanded the center, while Vlatko Vukovic and Vuk Brankovic led the wings. The tactics employed by both sides were reflective of their strengths and strategic objectives. The Ottomans adopted a defensive formation, using their archers to provoke and slow down the Serbian charge. This tactic aimed to weaken the Serbian forces before they could engage in close combat. The Serbs, on the other hand, relied on the psychological impact and force of their heavy cavalry charge, aiming to break through the Ottoman lines swiftly. The course of the battle saw the Serbian charge initially inflicting heavy losses, especially on the Ottoman left wing commanded by Yakub. A critical moment occurred when Serbian knights allegedly broke through to Sultan Murad's tent, resulting in his death. Despite this significant blow, the Ottoman forces, under the leadership of Bayezid, managed to stabilize the situation and launch a counteroffensive that turned the tide against the Serbians. The disintegration of the Serbian left wing and the organized withdrawal by Vuk Brankovic marked the end of the battle. The fierce fighting, characterized by hand-to-hand combat and the clash of heavy cavalry, underscored the brutal and chaotic nature of medieval warfare. Both sides suffered heavy casualties, but the loss of leadership among the Serbian ranks, including the death of Prince Lazar, had a profound impact on the morale and organization of the Serbian forces. The battlefield, littered with the fallen, became a symbol of sacrifice and heroism, particularly for the Serbians, who viewed the battle as a defining moment in their struggle against the Ottoman Empire. In the aftermath, Bayezid swiftly took control of the Ottoman army and executed his brother Yakub to eliminate any potential rival, consolidating his power and ensuring the continuity of Ottoman command. This ruthless action highlighted the internal struggles and the lengths to which leaders would go to secure their dominance. The Battle of Kosovo, though often depicted as a stalemate, ultimately paved the way for further Ottoman advances into Serbian territory, marking a significant shift in the balance of power in the region. The immediate consequences of the battle included the fragmentation of Serbian resistance and the beginning of a period of vassalage and tribute to the Ottoman Empire. This battle not only reshaped the political landscape of the Balkans, but also left an indelible mark on the cultural and national identity of the Serbian people, who commemorated the event in epic poetry and folklore, celebrating the bravery and sacrifice of their ancestors. The enduring legacy of the Battle of Kosovo, as a symbol of national resistance and martyrdom, continued to inspire future generations in their struggles for independence and self-determination. Chapter number 2, the Battle of Kosovo 1389. Now we turn our focus to the Battle of Kosovo itself. Sultan Murad I, having consolidated his power and secured alliances, gathered a large army that included contingents from both the European and Asian parts of his empire. The Ottoman Empire was at the height of its expansion, and Murad aimed to solidify his control over the Balkans. His forces were a diverse and formidable mix, reflective of the vast territories under his control. The army was composed of archers, infantry known as azebs, light cavalry called akinji, and heavy cavalry known as sipahi. The Ottomans were known for their disciplined and well-organized military structure, which combined the mobility of their cavalry with the resilience of their infantry. Murad's sons, Bayezid and Yakub, commanded the wings of the army, each responsible for crucial sectors of the battlefield. On the other side, Prince Lazar, recognizing the existential threat posed by the Ottomans, called upon his allies, including Bosnian King Tvr Tiko I and other regional nobles, to form a united front against the invaders. Lazar's coalition aimed to halt the Ottoman advance and protect their territories from subjugation. The Serbian army primarily consisted of heavy cavalry, renowned for their fierce charges and combat prowess, supported by infantry. Lazar himself commanded the center, the heart of the Serbian forces, while his trusted allies Vlatko Vukovic and Vuk Brankovic led the wings. This strategic deployment was crucial, as the Serbian leaders had to maximize the impact of their heavy cavalry against the numerically superior Ottoman forces. The tactics employed by both sides were reflective of their strengths and strategic objectives. The Ottomans adopted a defensive formation, using their archers to provoke and slow down the Serbian charge. Archers played a pivotal role in the Ottoman strategy, designed to weaken and disorganize the Serbian heavy cavalry before they could engage in close combat. The disciplined volleys of arrows created a deadly barrier, forcing the Serbs to navigate a hail of projectiles as they advanced. The Serbs, on the other hand, relied on the psychological impact and force of their heavy cavalry charge. They aimed to break through the Ottoman lines swiftly, leveraging the momentum and shock value of their mounted knights. The course of the battle saw the Serbian charge initially inflicting heavy losses, especially on the Ottoman left wing commanded by Yakub. The Serbian heavy cavalry, with their lances in sheer force, managed to penetrate deep into the Ottoman formations, creating chaos and disrupting their defensive lines. A critical moment occurred when Serbian knights allegedly broke through to Sultan Murad's tent. This breach resulted in Murad's death, a significant blow to the Ottoman command structure. Despite this setback, the Ottoman forces, under the leadership of Bayezid, managed to stabilize the situation. Bayezid, displaying remarkable leadership and tactical acumen, reorganized his troops and launched a counter-offensive. This counterattack turned the tide against the Serbians, pushing back the exhausted Serbian forces. The disintegration of the Serbian left wing, led by Vuk Brankovic, was a pivotal moment. Historical accounts often speculate about Brankovic's actions, with some suggesting treachery and others pointing to a tactical withdrawal. Regardless, the loss of the left wing's cohesion spelled disaster for the Serbian army. The organized withdrawal by Brankovic, whether strategic or forced, marked the beginning of the end for the Serbian resistance. As the Ottoman forces pressed their advantage, the remaining Serbian troops were overwhelmed. The battle's conclusion saw Prince Lazar captured and subsequently executed, further demoralizing the Serbian forces. The Battle of Kosovo ended with a significant loss for the Serbs, despite their initial successes and the death of Sultan Murad. This battle had profound implications, as it marked a decisive step in the Ottoman Empire's expansion into the Balkans. The defeat at Kosovo left a lasting legacy in Serbian history and folklore, symbolizing heroism and resistance against overwhelming odds. The battle's outcome reshaped the political landscape of the region, paving the way for further Ottoman conquests and the eventual dominance of the Balkans by the Ottoman Empire. The historical significance of the Battle of Kosovo cannot be overstated. It was not merely a clash of armies, but a pivotal moment that determined the fate of the Balkan Peninsula for centuries. The battle's legacy continued to influence the national consciousness of the Serbian people, becoming a symbol of their struggle for independence and self-determination. The martyrdom of Prince Lazar and the valor of the Serbian knights were immortalized in epic poetry and folklore, serving as a source of inspiration during later periods of Ottoman occupation. The geopolitical consequences of the battle extended beyond Serbia. The weakening of Serbian power allowed the Ottomans to consolidate their control over the region, leading to the eventual fall of other Balkan states. The defeat at Kosovo also underscored the limitations of fragmented Christian coalitions against the unified and strategically adept Ottoman military machine. As the Ottoman Empire continued to expand, it encountered new challenges and adversaries, but the lessons learned and the strategies employed at Kosovo would inform their future campaigns. The battle's outcome also had a significant impact on the internal dynamics of the Ottoman Empire. The death of Sultan Murad I led to a brief period of instability, but Bayezid quickly asserted his authority, demonstrating the robustness of the Ottoman succession system. Bayezid's subsequent reign saw the continuation of Ottoman expansion and consolidation of power, further shaping the trajectory of the empire. In summary, the Battle of Kosovo was a defining moment in Balkan history, with far-reaching consequences for the region's political, social, and cultural landscape. The detailed examination of the battle, from the composition and deployment of the armies to the tactics employed and the eventual outcome, provides a comprehensive understanding of this pivotal event. The legacy of the Battle of Kosovo endures, reflecting the enduring impact of historical events on national identity and regional geopolitics. Chapter number 3, Aftermath. The aftermath of the Battle of Kosovo was profound and far-reaching, reshaping the political, cultural, and social landscape of the Balkans for centuries. The immediate consequence of the battle was the destabilization of the Serbian state. The death of Prince Lazar, a central figure in the Serbian resistance, along with many of his key nobles and military leaders, left the region without strong leadership, creating a power vacuum that the Ottomans were quick to exploit. The lack of cohesion among the Serbian leadership made it difficult for the region to mount an effective defense against further Ottoman incursions. Bayezid, known as Bayezid the Thunderbolt, seized this opportunity to consolidate Ottoman control over the territories weakened by the battle. His strategic acumen and ruthless efficiency ensured that the Ottoman grip on the Balkans tightened, laying the groundwork for further advances into European territories. In the immediate wake of the battle, Bayezid employed a combination of military might and strategic marriages to secure his hold over the newly conquered lands. This included marrying Olivera Despina, the daughter of Prince Lazar, in a move that symbolized the subjugation of the Serbian nobility and sought to integrate them into the Ottoman fold. This marriage was part of a broader strategy to pacify and control the region through alliances and the incorporation of local elites into the Ottoman administrative structure. The integration of Serbian lands into the Ottoman Empire brought about significant changes in the social, political, and economic landscapes of the Balkans. The Ottomans implemented their administrative and military systems, which included the Devshirme system, where Christian boys were recruited and converted to Islam to serve in the Janissary Corps, an elite military unit. This not only bolstered the Ottoman military but also served to weaken the local power structures by removing potential future leaders from their communities. The battle's outcome also had a profound impact on the morale and identity of the Serbian people. The defeat at Kosovo was not merely a military loss, but a cultural and psychological blow that resonated deeply within the Serbian collective consciousness. The martyrdom of Prince Lazar and the valor of the Serbian knights were immortalized in epic poetry and folklore, becoming symbols of resistance and national pride. The Kosovo myth, as it came to be known, played a crucial role in shaping Serbian identity, emphasizing themes of sacrifice, heroism, and the struggle for freedom. This mythologization of the battle reinforced a sense of continuity and resilience among the Serbian people, sustaining their spirit of resistance against Ottoman domination. The church played a pivotal role in this regard, serving as a bastion of national identity and spiritual resistance. The monasteries became centers of cultural preservation, where traditions were kept alive and stories of past glories were retold to inspire future generations. Despite the loss, the Serbians did not succumb entirely to Ottoman rule. Various forms of resistance persisted, ranging from local uprisings and guerrilla warfare to diplomatic efforts to secure foreign aid. The Serbs maintained their cultural and religious practices, preserving their distinct identity under Ottoman rule. The Serbian Orthodox Church played a pivotal role in this regard, serving as a bastion of national identity and spiritual resistance. Monasteries became centers of cultural preservation, where traditions were kept alive and stories of past glories were retold to inspire future generations. These monasteries also served as clandestine meeting places where plans for rebellion were often hatched. The battle also had significant implications for the broader geopolitical landscape of Europe. The consolidation of Ottoman power in the Balkans posed a direct threat to the neighboring Christian states. It prompted various European powers to reconsider their strategies and alliances in the face of the expanding Ottoman Empire. The fear of further Ottoman incursions into Central Europe galvanized efforts to form coalitions and mount defensive campaigns. The legacy of the Battle of Kosovo thus extended beyond the Balkans, influencing the diplomatic and military policies of European states in the centuries that followed. The Holy Roman Empire, the Papal States, and various other European entities viewed the expanding Ottoman presence as a significant threat to Christendom and began to coordinate their responses, leading to several crusades and military campaigns aimed at halting Ottoman expansion. In the long term, the symbolism of the Battle of Kosovo continued to inspire movements for Serbian independence. The enduring legacy of the battle was evident during the 19th century, when nationalist movements sought to reclaim Serbian sovereignty and resist Ottoman rule. The Kosovo myth was invoked to rally support for these causes, linking contemporary struggles to the historical narrative of resistance and sacrifice. This historical continuity provided a powerful framework for mobilizing the Serbian populace and legitimizing their aspirations for self-determination. The resurgence of Serbian nationalism in the 19th century, particularly during the Serbian Revolution against Ottoman rule, was heavily influenced by the memory and symbolism of the Battle of Kosovo. Leaders of the nationalist movement invoked the spirit of Prince Lazar and the fallen warriors of Kosovo to inspire their followers and justify their quest for independence. In summary, the aftermath of the Battle of Kosovo was marked by significant changes in the political and cultural landscape of the Balkans. The death of key Serbian leaders and the subsequent Ottoman consolidation of power reshaped the region's dynamics. The battle's legacy, enshrined in folklore and national identity, fueled ongoing resistance and aspirations for independence among the Serbian people. The historical and cultural significance of the battle continued to influence the geopolitical strategies of European powers and the nationalist movements within the Balkans, underscoring its profound and enduring impact. The Battle of Kosovo remains a pivotal moment in Balkan history, symbolizing the clash of empires and the enduring struggle for national identity and sovereignty. Chapter number 4, Long-Term Impact. The long-term impact of the Battle of Kosovo is significant in understanding the broader context of Ottoman consolidation and expansion, marking a pivotal shift in the power dynamics of the Balkans and beyond. The defeat at Kosovo in 1389, where Serbian forces led by Prince Lazar faced the formidable army of Sultan Murad I, signified the beginning of an era of Ottoman dominance in the region. This battle was not just a military engagement but a harbinger of the sweeping changes that would follow. With their victory, the Ottomans secured a strategic foothold in the Balkans, allowing them to launch further campaigns of expansion. Key cities such as Thessaloniki fell into Ottoman hands by 1387, reinforcing their control and paving the way for even more significant conquests. The ultimate fall of Constantinople in 1453 under Sultan Mehmed II, also known as Mehmed the Conqueror, was a direct consequence of the Ottoman momentum gained in battles like Kosovo. This monumental event not only solidified Ottoman control over the region, but also marked the end of the Byzantine Empire, reshaping the geopolitical landscape of Southeast Europe and the Eastern Mediterranean. For the Serbians, the Battle of Kosovo transcended its immediate military outcomes to become a legendary symbol of heroism, resistance, and national identity. The memory of Prince Lazar and the fallen knights was enshrined in Serbian folklore, literature, and religious traditions. This collective memory fueled a sense of enduring resistance against Ottoman rule. Despite their defeat, Serbian lands did not succumb easily to local uprisings, and the preservation of cultural and religious practices underscored a continuous, albeit fragmented, opposition to Ottoman authority. The Serbian Orthodox Church played a crucial role in this resistance, becoming a guardian of national identity and a bastion of cultural preservation. Monasteries served as centers of learning and nationalistic sentiment, keeping alive the stories of Kosovo and the dream of liberation. The broader balance of power in the Balkans shifted decisively in favor of the Ottomans following Kosovo. Neighboring states such as Hungary and Bosnia were compelled to reassess their strategies and form new alliances to counter the growing Ottoman threat. The battle's outcome prompted Hungary to bolster its defenses and seek alliances with other European powers, leading to a series of confrontations that would culminate in battles like those at Nicopolis in 1396 and Mohacs in 1526. The Bosnian kingdom, likewise, found itself increasingly under pressure, eventually falling to the Ottomans in 1463. The ripple effects of the Battle of Kosovo extended far beyond the immediate region, influencing the diplomatic and military strategies of European states for centuries. The Ottomans' methodical approach to integrating the Balkans into their empire involved not just military conquest, but also the establishment of administrative and social systems that facilitated control and assimilation. The Devshirme system, where Christian boys were recruited and converted to serve in the Janissary Corps, played a significant role in maintaining Ottoman dominance. This system not only provided the Ottomans with a steady stream of loyal soldiers, but also weakened local power structures by removing potential leaders from their communities. The impact of these policies was profound, leading to a gradual but inexorable transformation of the Balkan socio-political landscape. Despite the Ottoman dominance, the spirit of resistance inspired by the Battle of Kosovo never entirely faded. Throughout the centuries of Ottoman rule, various Serbian uprisings occurred, often spurred by the enduring legacy of Kosovo. The battle's symbolism was particularly potent during the Serbian Revolution in the early 19th century, which eventually led to the establishment of the modern Serbian state. Leaders of the revolution invoked the memory of Kosovo to inspire their followers and legitimize their struggle for independence. The cultural and nationalistic significance of the Battle of Kosovo also extended into the realm of arts and literature. Serbian epic poetry, particularly the Kosovo cycle, immortalized the battle and its heroes, reinforcing national identity and the values of bravery and sacrifice. These cultural artifacts played a crucial role in educating successive generations about their heritage and the importance of resistance against oppression. In conclusion, the long-term impact of the Battle of Kosovo is multifaceted, encompassing military, political, cultural, and social dimensions. The battle marked the beginning of Ottoman supremacy in the Balkans, a period characterized by significant territorial expansion and the integration of diverse populations into the Ottoman Empire. For the Serbian people, Kosovo became a symbol of enduring resistance and national identity, inspiring generations to preserve their cultural heritage and continue the struggle for sovereignty. The shift in the balance of power in the Balkans influenced the strategies of neighboring states and had far-reaching implications for European politics. The legacy of Kosovo, enshrined in folklore and history, remains a powerful testament to the resilience and spirit of the Serbian people, reflecting a complex interplay of defeat, memory, and hope for future liberation. In conclusion, the Battle of Kosovo and the events surrounding it highlight the complex interplay of power, politics, and warfare in the medieval Balkans. This detailed exploration provides insight into the rise of the Ottoman Empire, the decline of the Serbian state, and the enduring legacy of this pivotal conflict. Understanding these historical moments helps to appreciate the profound impact they had on shaping the region's future. The battle's legacy is not just a tale of defeat, but a story of resilience and the undying spirit of a people who continued to fight for their freedom and identity. This script aims to offer a comprehensive understanding of these events, ensuring that each detail is interconnected to form a cohesive and exhaustive narrative for a 100-hour guide. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into the Battle of Kosovo and its far-reaching implications. We hope this exploration has provided you with a richer understanding of the historical forces at play and the enduring legacy of this significant event. If you found this content informative and engaging, please give us a thumbs up and share it with others who might be interested. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more in-depth historical guides and analyses. Hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest releases. Your support helps us continue to bring you comprehensive and engaging content. Until next time, keep exploring history and learning from the past.